We're at the Rock Snow Park in Franklin, Wisconsin, which is part of a larger complex. However, the snow park side of it is separately owned from all the baseball and the umbrella bar and everything else going around. Nonetheless, it's part of this awesome complex that offers year-round activities. Here in the winter, obviously, we have skiing, snowboarding, and snow tubing, which typically lasts till about mid-March. Once the ski hill closes and we lose our snow, here we do weddings and events in the lodge.
During the summer, we hold weddings here. It's a great event venue. People can have their ceremonies here and or their receptions. It's great. It's usually booked up over the summer. And we have people come out and hike the hill. And it's a beautiful place to just check out the area while you're around here. It's definitely a more private event venue, which is what I think a lot of people look for in this place. And in the summer, the hill's a beautiful place to come out, hang out. We do connect to a trail, a public trail right outside the hill. And we do have a lot of hikers coming to visit. And it's a great place to walk up and catch a sunset or a sunrise. It's a beautiful view, and you can see downtown Milwaukee from the top of the hill. It's a really great place to hang out over the summer.
And then, our neighbors over here, they run a ton of different baseball leagues. They have the Milkmen Stadium, which is over there, which is a minor league baseball team. They're building a new Lux Golf, which is like Top Golf, driving range. So tons to do here in Franklin.
Now, what about the community events? What happens for the community here?
Tons. I mean, here at the snow park, we do a ton of groups, whether it's group tubing, group skiing, snowboarding, church groups, school groups. A ton of people coming out. We offer a science of tubing program. Tons of different opportunities for groups to come out and learn the sport of skiing and snowboarding or tubing and have fun this winter.
Some of our annual events include our Hips and Lips event, which is a terrain park event. We have a lot of kids and local riders come out and just enjoy a really special park setup that we do once a year. And coming up, we do have Ruckus at the Rock, which is a day-long event where we have a bunch of mini events, including a pond skim. That's where we have skiers and snowboarders try their best to make it across a pond of water, get to the other side at high speeds. We have a rail jam where people take to the terrain park and compete in that. We do Boxzilla, which is a very long, extended box where people try to get from the beginning to the end of it all in one piece.
We offer everything here you need to get on the snow. So we have rental equipment for skiing and snowboarding. We offer private lessons, semi-private lessons, group lessons, multi-week programs, so 3-week programs you can sign up for kind of all ages. So we have a ton of different options there that you can learn more about on our website, rocksnowpark.com.
So why is this a good place to learn?
The Rock Snow Park is great for skiers and snowboarders of all skill levels. If you're brand new to the sport, we have some really great beginner areas, a couple different hills with conveyor belts, which are great for beginners and little ones who are learning to ski or snowboard. Can bring them up the hill easily, and they don't have to worry about the chairlift yet, so it's really great for progression.
Tubing here at the Rock Snow Park is great for all ages. If you can sit, you can tube like a pro. It have to be 36 inches or taller, but great for mom and dad and the kids, or grandma and grandpa sometimes come out here for tubing as well.
Sure.
Throughout the season, we offer glow tubing, which is on Friday and Saturday nights. Essentially, we shut off all the hill lights and turn on neon and glow lights over the tubing park.
Okay.
And run that a little later into the night, which is pretty cool. Again, for all ages. The bar remains open, so it's a good time.
One of the things I didn't notice until getting here is just how close we are to the city. I feel like this is a fantastic place to just escape the hustle and bustle and get on the slopes.
Being just 15 minutes from downtown Milwaukee is really great for the local aspect. It really brings in a lot of people from around the area, and it's a great community place for people in Greendale and Franklin. It's a great place for kids to come after school and take a few laps here, parents to hang out in the lodge and drink some hot chocolate, or families to come out and do a tubing night here. We see a lot of families, a lot of local people come out here, and we even pull some people from all the way down from Illinois come up here during the weekends to enjoy the snow.
Nice. That sounds like a lot of fun. What about the terrain park? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, here at the Rock, we're a relatively small hill, but we pride ourselves in our terrain parks, which is, if you think about like a skateboarding park, essentially it's that, but for skiing and snowboarding in the snow. So we have different features, ramps, jumps, boxes, rails, different obstacles that riders can progress and learn their skills on throughout the winter. So here we have a high-speed rope tow that you can lap the terrain park. just over and over. You can get 100 laps in a day, and we try to switch out the features, weekly and keep it fresh and interesting for our guests.
All right, let's go take a run.
Let's do it.
The idea was to have our customers come in, be overwhelmed by the selection we have. And that kind of engages them to talk about what they're looking for. Instead of saying, well, what's a good rub? What's a good sauce? It's more about personal preference. Do you like sweet? Do you like more savory? Do you like hot? So yeah, it starts that conversation and gets our customers a little bit more engaged. So really, we're here to inspire and then outfit anybody that wants to start cooking.
Barbecue, is it an art or a science?
I think that's the beauty of barbecue. It's both, right? Yes, there's a little bit of a science when things start to break down, or the flavor profile that you're looking for, this acid versus this sweet, but the fun is in the trying. The more creative you can get with it, the more enjoyable it becomes. And protein is kind of the low-hanging fruit with barbecue. When you think of barbecue, it's brisket or ribs or chicken. The beauty comes in when you're trying different stuff that's not that. So, if you're doing like a smoked cream cheese for an appetizer, you don't really think about it, but when you have it, it's really enjoyable. So a lot of the sauces are procured. They're usually competition, so they've been battle tested, they've been refined before they're actually bottled. Otherwise, we have some restaurants of notoriety, Arthur Bryant's, Jack Stack's, Joe's. Those are kind of staples in Kansas City. We also have a bunch of local stuff. So Milwaukee Sauce Company, Middletown, Burn Pit Barbecue. So yeah, we try to keep it local, but also give the options for stuff that is nationally known. The butt kicking chicken, phenomenal on popcorn. So yeah, I mean it's what you like, and if you find a flavor profile that really resonates with you, throw it on other stuff.
What is the key to making a great barbecue?
For me, it's who's around you, right? It's not the meal necessarily, but it's the experience that you have with the other people participating.
How long have you been here, speaking of community? When did you come to Greendale?
Yeah, we opened Barbacque Supply Company in April of 2020. So it was, the way it came about is pandemic hit. My workload went down to just about nothing, and we thought, well, why not try something different? I've been telling a lot of my friends that they should open the shop, and nobody listened, so I had to do it myself. Greendale just came about because it's such a beautiful community. We would come down here for the 4th of July parade and the fireworks, and we kind of fell in love with it downtown, and we thought if we're gonna do something that, excuse me, kind of screams Americana, why not do it in a town that does the same? The response has been fantastic. We're getting more involved with the community. We're doing competitions, we're doing classes, and like I said, it's all about engagement. So it would be one thing if we just sold you something, but that's not our goal. Our goal is to get you engaged and to want to do more. Again, go and strive for that perfection.
What kind of classes do you offer here?
We do everything from your basics of like grilling a steak all the way up to preparing a competition rack of ribs. So we really run the gamut, and it's something we're going to do more of.
What inspired you to get into barbecue in the first place?
You remember that time we went out and had that great barbecue? Well, let's just replicate that at home. I have more time. I want to cook for myself. This is something a new hobby that I want to pick up. I didn't know anything about, and then went towards, I need to know everything.
If I'm somebody that's starting out with barbecue, what would you say are the top 3 items that you would say are the most important?
I would say, getting a smoker or grill that you're comfortable with. Get to know that piece of equipment in and out. Know when you close a damper, open a damper, what that's going to do to the temperature. I think a thermometer is, it's kind of a hammer to a carpenter. And then just have an idea of what you like. That's the hardest thing for a lot of people, is to come in and say, well, what do you like? Well, I don't know. I've had some stuff and I liked it. So then we'll picture it in your mind. Was it sweet? Was it savory?
And I see you have a lot of different products here too. What is a product that you prefer?
I have to use everything, right? I have to try it out because when customers come in, they're like, well, what do you think of X? And I have to have kind of an educated, answer for them. And unless you try it, you just don't know.
What are your plans for, anything next, anything coming up?
Yeah, I mean, the big goal is to obviously expand the store. We're kind of limited by the lines we carry based on how much real estate we have in the back.
Well, I know a good realtor if you need to.
Yeah,
upgrade.
perfect, perfect. Yeah, but I mean, it's more engagement, doing more events within the community. I think that's kind of our main goal for next summer. Our job is to inspire. So we're going to have a state competition. It's open to anybody. They can come up and sign up, but we have some people from around the country that are coming to compete. But it's good for the community to come out and ask questions, see how they're doing stuff. In the spring, we'll do kind of baby competitions, and in the summer, we'll try to be more active and do more classes and have even more stuff that people can get involved with. We try to keep people as engaged as we can throughout the year. So we'll have bigger events, we'll have smaller events, we'll have tastings from time to time. We'll definitely keep everyone posted on our website and through our social about upcoming events.
Well, Mike, thank you so much for letting us come down. I definitely have been inspired by all these different goodies that you have here, some of these sauces and rubs. I love their names. I know I'm going to have to pick some up on my way out because my husband is going to just go crazy for them.
Dynamite.
Hi, Erin.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. I'm Holly.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for having us here. I'm excited to come in and take a look around and see what you do.
Thanks for coming. Can't wait to show you. Field Workshop is a creative art studio and tinker lab. And it's really kind of a culmination of all of the things that our kids have liked to do over the years. And it's a space where kids can really come in and unplug from phones and not be told there's right or wrong, and create whatever it is that they see in their own imagination.
That sounds so great.
And so we just love for people to come in, and we call it freeform creative play.
Where does the name Field Workshop come from?
We believe that learning happens best in the field. So we try to provide a space that simulates sort of being out in the world and having real world experiences. We do homeschool enrichment, and my business partner and myself both homeschool our kids. So we kind of have a special place in our heart for homeschoolers.
Sure.
And so Wednesday mornings we have homeschool enrichment programs where we do a different activity every week. And so one week we do a building challenge, which is what they're doing today. And then our other programs we offer for homeschoolers, we do sewing, we do a STEM day, and then we also have a partnership with Mathnasium of Franklin.
Okay.
And they come in and they do all kinds of math activities and challenges and things with the kids.
Great, so you did mention the STEM activities, so you do have various activities that kind of hit on some of those different points that parents might be looking for depending on what type of education or schooling their child is in.
So we have an educator that runs our homeschool STEM workshops, and she's wonderful, and she sets up all kinds of things for different ages.
Okay.
And so we have, those are our kind of enrichment programs, but we are open and we offer discounts to any homeschool family any day of the week between 10 and 3. Okay. So they can come in and use our facility for whatever it is they're working on.
So for their art projects and things, it's so great that you have that available.
So we want to be a resource for homeschoolers in the community for sure.
Personally, my daughter's going to be starting Montessori school in the fall.
Oh.
So do you have activities that kind of help enrich and kind of go along those
yes.
lines
So
of thought?
we have built this to follow the Montessori method.
Okay.
And so we use real materials, we use real glass, real nails, real hammers, real saws, and we allow kids the opportunity to learn how to use them properly.
Fantastic.
And so we're very hands-on. Everything we do has sort of a purpose. So they may not know that they're learning something, but they're always working that imagination and learning a new skill.
Oh, I love that. This place it's just so beautiful. I mean, and you can definitely tell it has a little bit of that Montessori vibe to it. Everything's open shelves, and the kids can just get in there and they get so excited, I'm sure, about it. But you do not only cater to children. You have programs for anybody of all ages. Do you have older with kids and then adults. Tell us what other programs do you
Yeah,
have?
we definitely do. So I would say our Tinker Lab is really geared towards kids up to about age 12 or 13.
Okay.
And then we have what we're sitting in now is our DIY studio.
Okay.
So this is for more teens and adults, and they can come in and work on a project, just an individual project. So we find that most teens and adults like to kind of be a little more guided. And so we have projects on our shelves that they can do. They can take it their own direction, or they can use our guidance. We do wood burning, charcuterie boards, painted glassware, board projects, things like that. And then we also have a wonderful resident artist who teaches all of our art classes. So she does classes for kids and private lessons for adults, and then also guided classes. So we do Thursday night paint and sip, and Friday morning coffee and canvas, and so people can come in and work with her and do guided classes as well.
And then you did mention that you can also book maybe a group event.
Yes.
Maybe, you know, I've heard of, and I believe I was involved with a bachelorette party where we had some wine and we drew some questionable art. But hey, it was
We
fun.
do have a bachelorette party coming in
Okay.
here, but nothing will be questionable. It will be a love theme, and they will be guided by Lucy, our artist.
Okay.
And everything is BYOB, so you can bring your own bottles. We have Vintage 38 next door, and they give all of our patrons discounts on bottles of
saw
wine
that.
to
That's
bring
so
over.
nice.
And so people are welcome to bring in snacks and just have a great time. And then we also do birthday parties. For the kids, we do birthday parties mainly on the weekends, even on Sundays.
Okay.
And they get 2 hours to just enjoy everything. We make slime. They get a table to do all of their food and presents and things like that. So
That's so
it's really a
great.
good time. Some people come in and they think, well, I'm not artistic or I'm not creative. And there's so many ways to be creative that I think they're often surprised. We also have, we keep a lot of old electronics here.
Oh.
And lots of kids will come and just take them apart and see what's inside and learn how to unscrew a screw and which way they go and cut wires and really just look inside and get an experience that they wouldn't be able to do at home. They're going to take apart their own, computer,
Right.
but here they can do that.
So that's part of the tinkering.
That's part of our
Part.
Tinker Lab, and then we often we save all of those components, and then kids will turn them into robots and all kinds of other little friends and neat little things. So it's a way, I think, for them to explore things that they can't explore at home or in school.
And how have things been going then with the village and the community? Have they? It seems. I mean, you guys have this class going right now, but it seems like you have a lot of activities and you're busy a lot. So.
We do. So it's wonderful. I mean, I really think the Village of Greendale is an excellent support for the businesses.
Yes.
And the businesses all work together really well. So we're a community.
Right. Agreed.
And many of us have grown up here. Not everyone, but I think everyone who comes into Greendale feels that connection.
Absolutely.
And kind of feels that community support. So I can't say enough. I mean, we partner with all of the different businesses for one thing or another at some point. When you start with why, that's what makes things more successful. And I feel like there were many nights of us sitting around drinking wine and crying about our own experiences and what we needed for our kids for our homeschool.
Right.
And we didn't feel that we really had a really good support in the area. And so we decided we needed to make that happen in some way.
I think it's excellent.
So
And
it's been wonderful.
that is great.